Hi, I'm Bharath. I handle marketing and customer experience for a few developer-oriented products of Zoho, including Zoho Creator. Marketing predictions for 2023. I personally believe marketing trends, marketing changes happen over a period of time. For example, if we take the impact of AI, right? It has been spoken about for quite some time, but now we are seeing significant changes in terms of how it impacts marketing and a marketer's life. But what is specifically changing from 2022 to 2023? What inflection point are we talking now? It is the impact of the global downturn, right? Most countries now are already in a slowdown or are expected to go through a slowdown in the coming years. And it definitely impacts an organization's revenue, its go-to-market plans and other aspects. And it plays a direct impact on the lives of marketers as well. But where it gets interesting is it impacts marketers differently based on which organization you belong to. In the sense, you could be in an organization that is already profitable, cash flow positive, or a marketer could be working for an organization that is up and coming, trying to win in the market, trying to establish a product market fit. How this downturn, how this recession will impact marketers will depend on where a marketer is working for. Let me explain that. If I'm a marketer who is working for an organization that is trying to arrive at a product market fit, at this point of time, the budget cuts will impact me in such a way that I would have to focus more on more revenue generating initiatives, more activities that are measurable. For example, tools like SalesIQ that help you in understanding what your customer journey is, what is the impact that a customer is creating in your organization. You are spending money and you will want to spend money only in areas where you can measure the impact. That is very important, but that becomes very crucial in terms of how the organization grows and sustains over a long period of time. On the other hand, if you belong to an organization that is already profitable and cash flow positive, this is a fantastic opportunity to build a brand. Because of the space being vacated by other players, this is an opportunity for organizations that are profitable to invest in mediums like, let's say, ATL advertising or even social advertising, right? Like numbers are saying social advertising is expected to cross 20 billion in terms of numbers in the coming years. Because these are avenues where you can create an identity for your brand. You're already established. You have a bit of the market has a bit of understanding of who you are and you are making money. Now it is time to double down on that brand awareness, increase the identity of who you are in the market by investing in brand spends. And at the end of the day, marketing comes down to, very crudely put, noise. If there's less noise being created by other players in this space, in the brand building space, because they cannot afford to invest in this area, it is an opportunity for people who have the money in the pocket to invest in this area. So I personally believe the impact of this downturn will be different for different marketers based on where you are, and it's an opportunity for both marketers at the end of the day. Thank you.
I am Sharanya and I am a senior product marketer here at Zoho. I lead customer marketing for a CX group of products, including Zoho CRM and Zoho Desk. In 2023, my marketing prediction would be that customer-centric marketing is going to take much more prominence than ever before. Now is the time that customers want more relevant and contextual content from brands as opposed to the generic ones. As marketers, we need to really understand our customers well before posting messages and content. We need to profile our audience base well and understand what their needs really are. This also means respecting the privacy of our customers and posting the right and relevant content that speaks to the audience. This is indeed a very good opportunity for marketers to speak really well to their audience.
My name is Rahul. I am the marketing manager for Zoho Flow. The change in geopolitical landscape and the concerns around security and safety. I think businesses will start minimizing the number of applications that they use. They would rather go with the idea of automation. In fact, the hyper automation is becoming the buzzword, and I think that is going to dominate this year and the coming months.
Hello, I'm Rithika. I head customer engagement for Zoho One. A positive trend that we've been seeing over the years is that leaders are fostering diversity and inclusion in the workplace and beyond. Companies realize the importance of creating a culture that promotes diversity, equity, and inclusion. It helps earn customer trust, employee trust, and also drives social change. Buyers even expect businesses to take a stand on social issues. And marketers have a huge role to play here. So my prediction is that marketers will double their efforts on inclusive marketing in 2023. Marketing teams will work towards creating more inclusive websites, more accessible websites. Content writers and advertisers will include gender neutral and inclusive language in their copies. UI, UX, and product teams will prioritize inclusive and accessible design projects. Event marketers will collaborate with sign language interpreters to host online and offline events. Many marketing teams have created diverse images of people from all walks of life, and they've included them in the brand assets. It's time to go a step further, amplifying the stories of your customers that are part of underrepresented groups like the LGBTQ and PWD communities. Help these groups see themselves in your brand. While many big companies and some startups have been constantly refining their inclusive marketing strategies, my prediction is that more businesses will take the first step in 2023. Inclusive marketing should be authentic and not superficial. It's all about forging strong connections, earning trust, and driving social change. So forming a board or a steering committee, which consists of people that are really passionate about diversity, equity, and inclusion helps. The people on the board or steering committee can help refine and validate inclusive marketing plans and projects.
Hello, I'm John Wilfred. I'm an evangelist with Zoho. A clear understanding of consumer trend is crucial for any marketer. The change in trend used to be in generations gap. Later, we saw new trends every decade, but now new trends are emerging almost every single year. When we pay close attention to detail, these trends are heavily dependent on consumers' needs and their wants. These days, consumers' needs are easily accessible, and now the consumers have their basics taken care of. A recent survey suggests that over 80% of consumers now prefer speed and convenience. Yes, speed and convenience are the trends that I would adopt as a marketer for 2023. For instance, on the product side, if one application can do what 10 individual applications can do, people will easily opt for the one application that can do it all. The reason is simple. Navigating around one application is time-saving and convenient. Another recent survey has revealed that over 40% of all e-commerce consumers are willing to pay extra for same-day delivery, suggesting that consumers' preference for speed and convenience is on the rise day by day. That being said, 2023 will be a rather challenging year for marketers. Marketers will need to take extra care in targeting the right set of audience. Generic content will no longer work for 2023. So if you have templated marketing materials, well, it's time to reconsider. A majority of small to medium scale consumers will prefer video contents that are crisp and tells a story. Textual content will have very little traction in 2023. Influencer marketing picked up pace in 2022 and will continue to do so in this year as well. But remember, influencer marketing has gained government's attention across the globe, and we may expect some extreme scrutiny from the governments, and marketers must be vigilant while partnering with influencers. One wrong move or one wrong influencer could ruin the entire brand. Continued growth of social media will be observed in 2023, and it is important that businesses have a strong social media presence. If your target is a high-value customer or an enterprise business when it comes to B2B, it is best to avoid all long presentations and demos. On the other hand, use data and analytics to identify a problem, build a simulation of the solution, and show them the end results. In terms of technology adoption for marketers, even for small and medium-sized organizations, it is time to start exploring the next-gen technologies such as virtual reality, augmented reality, and AI technologies. And finally, please remember that 2023 is predicted to be a year of economic turmoil, which means that most businesses might be on the edge. avoid memes or humor that might potentially offend any individual or a group, and show utmost respect to the audience that you target. Thank you.
Marketing trends for 2023. 10 marketing trends for 2023. 5 go-to-market strategies for 2023. We come across many blogs like this, and invariably all these blogs talk about a few common topics. I'm going to talk about one focus area that we can put into action and see results. I'm talking about content marketing. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do this year, and that is my prediction too. I love rehashing content. What I'm planning to do for this year is repurpose content into easily consumable pieces such as videos, audio bites, and crisp visual graphical files. The idea is to convey complex scenarios that can be consumed in no time. And staying on the same topic of content generation, we are seeing a surge of AI tools in content production. The blogs we see, the white papers that are published, and the websites that get launched every day may be written by an AI bot too. We never know if the content we read was well researched or just compiled by an AI tool. This is where special attention has to be given in auditing the content that goes live. The editorial teams play a huge role in making sure that the content is real, authentic, non-plagiarized, and well-researched and neatly written. So to conclude, I have told 2 things. Repurpose content, audit your content.
Hello, I'm Hema. I take care of marketing for Zoho Tables, a product under development going to be released very soon. Predicting the marketing trends for 2023, I believe that the role of marketers is evolving to be more customer-centric in increasing the customer lifetime value. During the COVID pandemic, we all witnessed that the SaaS industry experienced a massive influx of demand, resulting in major customer acquisition. After which, the focus moved towards omni-channel initiatives to uphold the gained market share and accelerate the overall business growth. Well, in 2023, considering the potential economic downturn, businesses and customers are likely to be more cautious about their overall spend. Though net new customer acquisition is a key element, now the major concern is building your loyal customer base to keep your existing business alive. Retaining customers even by 5% can significantly impact the bottom line. In alignment with this thought process, there are even recent studies shows that businesses are likely to shift their direction towards building loyalty programs to create a solid user base that foster long-term relationships with their customers. Therefore, marketers must expand their efforts beyond the initial sale and elevate the overall customer experience to increase retention. To gain a competitive advantage, businesses must prove that they put their customers first. Customer success is going to be the game changer now. For instance, that's when we make meaningful engagement with customers using tools like Zoho CRM and email marketing automation, and even making the best use of the first-party data that we have, constantly performing product feature enhancements, having a dedicated customer retention team, that would be a great option, and even offering excellent customer service, cross-selling to an extent. The focus here is not just to increase the average customer spend, but to deliver a better customer experience. Well, I personally believe that customer retention is not just repeat business. It's all about building the brand legacy for years to come. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anjana Mahesh, a business evangelist with Zoho. I would like to talk about influencer marketing, which has become a big-time digital channel for brands. According to statistics, influencer marketing was $16.4 billion in 2022. However, the global influencer marketing platform market size is anticipated to reach $84.89 billion by 2028. As you can see, there is so much popularity, demand, spending power in this area of marketing world. It's significant for any businesses to stay updated in social trends and get adjust to influencer marketing strategies, which will be the key to develop successful campaigns and deliver outstanding results for brands in 2023. In recent years, people love videos. They would want to learn a product through a person who they know, like, and trust. That's influencers. Nowadays, audience listen to people whose opinions they actually respect and seek, someone who gives genuine and authentic information. When an influencer shares their real voice and honest feedback about a product or services provided, it's recognized as a genuine testimonial. This way, a brand can strengthen its reputation and reinforce its credibility. In these recent years, people like to watch short video formats, which they expect to be more engaging, interactive, and deliver information in a more entertaining way. This way, it can also hold viewers' attention and can be used on multiple platforms. Moreover, working with an influencer also gives access to a plethora of user-generated content. This can increase visibility of brand content and connects with an audience that would have remained inaccessible. Another new trend I expect to see in 2023 is leveraging influencers as storytellers. Companies give them full creative control for content creation and brand communication because every influencers have their own unique style in delivering their message, which is necessary to keep their audience engaged. Eventually, brands do really want to work with people in a longer term collaborations with influencers, especially with someone who can develop quality content, and influencers aligned with their brand values will take more priority. I do believe brands will likely to seek influencers who have a strong and engaged community, talk about their industries, and also create impactful content. It's better to run a long-term marketing campaign with a particular influencer many times than a short marketing campaign. Brands are interested in fostering strong relationships with the influencers, similar to relationship they have with the brand ambassadors. This setup will benefit creators to learn more about the brands they are partnering with. And on top of that, the ROI and the brand impact will become most significant KPIs for measuring the influencers' campaign performances too.
I'm Cynthia. I manage marketing for one of the Zoho Finance products called Zoho Books. I'm here to talk to you about events. The past 2 years has taught a lot, right, in terms of remote work, managing your teams through remote, managing events remotely, and all of that. Of late, in the past 1 year and early this year, we have seen events evolve into hybrid events. Earlier, as marketers, we used to bet on third-party events. You can call them as trade shows, business conventions, and so on. You have a lot of event organizers out there. And then eventually there was a startup boom when it came to folks like Eventbrite and other event management platforms, which also evolved into virtual events. Now, there's another third format that we're going to talk about in virtual events or hybrid events, if you will, which is a combination of offline and online events. There are different formats that each organizer takes into place. Now, the current trending format that we're seeing in all the events is that participants are not just coming in to network with your peers or to, network in your booth, register themselves and come for a speaking session. They also come in to learn more about the technology. They come in to learn more about the product, about the domain, about competition. And that is now in the form of masterclasses. You can call them masterclasses, you can call them training or workshops. But in most large third-party events out there, you will definitely see this as part of the event format. So as a learning that we've seen in these years, a suggestion for marketers is that more than focusing on just the booth or the participation in the event, we will also have to start focusing on community engagement. How do we engage the user community coming out there for an event using your masterclasses, using your training? It doesn't have to be a product push, right? It is more of engaging the community with domain knowledge out there, with latest trending topics in technology. So that is the first format. The second format and trend that we see now is businesses are also venturing into their own set of events. And obviously that depends on the budget they get, depends on your revenue the company makes, depends on the stability of the organization and what budget is allocated for marketing. And if you have the leeway with the budget and bandwidth, then we can also focus on our own set of roadshows and meetups. Now, this is another format completely outside of the third-party events where the company organizes roadshows or customer meetups or user community engagements. And we see a lot of those patterns, not in a professional way, but also in a business casual way. For example, you can call them lunch and learn, breakfast sessions, coffee connections, and all of those. This is another pattern that seems to be trending as well. One good example for this is Zoholics. Zoholics is our very own Zoho-owned user community event where partners, well-wishers, customers from across the globe, they travel, they come, they exchange insights, and they're super excited about it, and they go home with insightful takeaways. So I'm going to leave you with that thought of events, of how it's evolved, and wish us luck of more travel this year. Thank you.